Can you please tell the camera your first and last name and spell them, please?
Sure. My name is Charlie Shi. Is Charlie, and then my last name is Shi.
What are your preferred pronouns?
He/him.
Okay. Do we have permission to use the footage for this documentary?
Of course.
Awesome. So tell us, how was your life pre-COVID?
Pre-COVID, so I would be in grade 8 and maybe just wake up for school, go to school, come home, maybe some extracurriculars, and get on games with your friends.
How and when did you first hear about COVID?
I first heard about COVID through my family because they were hit first back in China, so that's where I got it from. But honestly, at first, I didn't think it was going to affect us all the way over here because it was all the way in China. I thought they were going to contain it, but
So what was your reaction when you actually heard it here, that schools were closing and all that?
Oh, I was super happy because it was like two weeks off, and I just get to play games with my friends all day. So,
how's your reaction when schools actually shut down? You were still happy?
yeah, I was even more happy.
Okay. Were you involved in any sports before COVID?
Yeah, I used to play basketball, volleyball, badminton, like all sorts of stuff.
How was it affected by COVID?
Well, obviously it was all shut down, and throughout COVID, didn't really exercise that much, so I got really rusty at all of them.
How did that affect you? Like, are you back at playing sports, or you just stopped?
Yeah, I still play a little bit of badminton and volleyball, but that's about it.
Okay. Did you stay in contact with any friends during the lockdown?
Yeah, I would say most of my friends I kept contact with, but some of them I lost contact with, maybe because I didn't reach out to them online or just didn't talk enough through quarantine. But I feel like majority of my friends are still in contact.
How did COVID impact your social life?
Well, I feel like I got a lot more timid, a lot more quiet. I used to be really loud, extroverted, but now I just keep to myself and all sorts of stuff, I guess.
Do you think it's harder for you to make new friends now?
No, I feel like it's the same.
Did your relationship with anyone change, that you had before COVID? Now, did it change because of COVID?
Not necessarily, but I feel like I just lost a few friends for not contacting them, not speaking to them for a long time.
How was your daily schedule, when online school started?
Online school, so majority of the time, I honestly did not go to class because there was do no harm. Your marks couldn't go any lower. The teachers tried to scare you and make it seem like the marks actually matter, but in reality, they did not. And I would just, after online school or during online school, I would just get on a call with my friends and start playing games.
What teaching style stood out to you, or was there one that you didn't think worked?
During quarantine?
Yeah, for the school schedule, because we had online, we had the quad masters.
Yeah. So the quad masters, or the 12 days, and you get the whole subject, and that was actually useless. They just cram information in your brain, and it kind of just goes in and goes out. You don't really remember anything.
So would you say that you kind of wasted a year in school, or did you actually learn something?
I'd say I barely learned anything that year, because even if you learn anything, you could just cheat online, because all the tests were online. You can just search up all the answers.
Yeah. How do you think the teachers handled it?
Honestly, not too well, especially the teachers that had troubles with technology, and the classes online were just super stale, and there was no interaction, no teacher-student interaction. It was really boring.
Would you say that you said that you were an extrovert before? How did you feel during the lockdown?
Honestly, all my friends played games with each other anyway, so didn't really change that much, other than we couldn't hang out outside from playing games and stuff, so that kind of sucked.
Would you say that isolation impacted your mental health at all?
No, I think it actually boosted my mental health. because I had so much free time, didn't really have to worry about anything. You just wake up and have fun.
Did you get any new hobbies from like lockdown and isolation?
Not really, I don't think so.
No?
Stay the same.
What are your thoughts on the restrictions being finally lifted?
It feels good to be back to somewhat normal. I feel like it's pretty normal now, but I feel like when we first got the restriction lift, we get to go back to school, like you started wearing masks and stuff. Like, it was all right, but I really feel like I missed 2 years of high school because of it. Because the grade 9 and grade 10 was not nearly as good as this year so far.
Do you think COVID is over right now?
Over? I don't think it's over, because people still get COVID, but I feel like people just stop caring about it and stop worrying about it.
Would you say we made some mistakes when handling COVID?
Oh yeah, for the little lockdowns for a month or so, that was kind of pointless because we just went back to school and got another lockdown. So maybe a lockdown for a really long time, and then that's it.
And what do you feel was handled particularly well?
I would say the classrooms and stuff. So during the lockdown, the schools would give the classrooms more ventilation and more cleaning, and there were hand sanitizers and masks, posters everywhere. So I guess that helped.
Would you say that people oversimplified things about this issue, about the whole pandemic?
Pandemic? I feel like people, at first, it seemed really bad. If you got it, you might die. But later we found out that, yeah, only people with really bad health issues are at risk, or they're really old. But yeah, I feel the more we studied about COVID, the less we start being scared of it, I guess.
So you don't think there are any long-term effects?
Well, we don't really have any, proof, because if there is, then we're gonna have it.
What do you think will happen in the near future with COVID?
COVID? I feel like people will just not even talk about it anymore, because the Spanish flu from maybe a few years back. Do you ever hear of anybody getting the Spanish flu now, or chickenpox or anything? So I feel it's gonna be one of those.
How has COVID altered your view of your own future?
My own future? I feel that it made me realize that time is more precious, because those quarantine years they just flew by, and I feel we just really had to enjoy our time in the present.
What are your hopes for the future?
I hope that the world will learn for this pandemic and will lock down better, because the situation in especially Ontario wasn't handled that well.
What did you learn from your experience that you wish everyone knew?
So what I learned from COVID is that do not take things for granted, because time flies.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.